You, on an episode last season, told her how you woke up and thought you'd pissed the bed, it was that wet. You actually want it.
She's got like...
Do you want it or a picture of it?
She's got like a picture to start with. Baby steps. She's got like fair, downy, like pubic hair.
Because I couldn't go, excuse me. So I was, oi!
You went a bit Peggy Mitchell.
I went a bit,
get out of my pub.
Never the only one. You're never the only one. Don't live inside the shame, 'cause everybody makes mistakes.
Kat, be honest with me. If something unexpected, say, happened tomorrow, would your bubble be covered?
My bubble? What's that? I don't even think my kitchen cupboards are covered. What do you mean?
You know, your bubble, like the people that you just love and your family and your world and the ones you just do anything to protect.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I'm guessing this is where you're going to hit me with life insurance chat.
Kind of. But Cover My Bubble isn't your kind of typical life insurance company. It's this wonderful family-founded business that was created in memory of Lily, a beautiful little girl who inspired her parents to help other families protect what truly matters.
Oh, that's really hit me in the heart. It's really beautiful. But how is it different from other insurance companies?
The best way I can describe it is it's just simple, personal, affordable, and just totally human. There's no jargon, there's no hard sells, just cover that fits your life. And it's not just about life insurance, by the way. There's also critical illness, children's cover. They do bump cover for pregnant people, and income protection as well, all designed to keep your bubble safe when life throws a curveball at you.
So basically the idea is cover your people before life happens and gets gnarly.
Exactly. Cover your wages, cover your world, cover your bubble.
Oh, I love that. Where do I go?
Aha, I'm glad you asked. Just head to www.covermybubble.co.uk and the team are amazing. And they genuinely, I promise you this, they really care.
Okay, so let me just make sure I got that right. It's covermybubble.co.uk. Right, I'm in. I'm going now.
Good girl. Go cover that bubble.
Welcome to episode 6 of You're Never the Only One, the podcast.
That's very quick. Welcome to episode 6. You really say episode. Welcome to episode 6.
I'll try again. Let me do it again.
No, I liked it.
No,
Continue.
it's fine. No, seriously. I'll do it again. Seriously, if
Well,
you
let's
weren't
keep
happy
it in,
with it. Welcome to episode 6 of You're Never the Only One, the podcast. Well, you can call it that. I like to call it the emotional support group with good lighting and sponsorship.
I love the manifesting there for the sponsorship.
Thank you. The group consists of you, me, and her, Kat Sims, mother, wife, author, and in her own words, addict.
It's true.
Although, as we've discovered, technically she's on more drugs now than she was before recovery. Some I'm sure we'll hear about.
It's
during
worrying.
This episode.
It's worrying how much medication it takes to make me help me walk through this world feeling and looking like a vaguely normal human. When inside, it's like crazy. 700 fucking squirrels.
You just need, like, if you could just add, like, someone with, like, a Spanish guitar, it'd be like a mariachi band arriving, like, you rattle when you walk. Like a maraca.
Yeah, so shall I say what I'm on? Just for fun.
Oh, go on, yeah.
So, sertraline, 100 milligrams a day.
What's that for?
That's anti-cunt medication. YouTube's always going to hate us. They're like, don't swear in the first minute. I can't even manage that.
We had to bleep it out.
So sertraline, 100 milligrams every damn day. People are like, do you ever come off it? I'm like, you do not want me to come off that shit.
Right.
Elvance for my ADHD, 50 milligrams. That is the shit that keeps me going.
Okay.
If I don't take that,
Yeah.
I cannot get anything done. Oh, it's a spiral. And then I'm in a coma by about 2:00. And I will sleep from 2 till 5, and then I'll wake up for a bit, have some food, and then I'll go back to sleep again. I mean, that is also on the come down if I forget, but after a while I'll be fine. But like, I just cannot get anything done without the Elvance. HRT,
Yeah. I'm
on the gel, started on the patches, couldn't use it because I was swimming and sauning all the time. They kept coming off.
Right. Are you moving around where you put it?
Mostly my arms and inner thighs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I alternate.
Yeah. Try putting it on your eyebrows, because I heard that it apparently if you put it on the same spot, then you grow
No, that's
hair.
testosterone. I don't have any testosterone in mine. It's estrogel.
Didn't you say though that was it you that was telling me?
Yeah, I've got fizzy knickers again. Fanny flutters are coming back.
Mate, this morning, I was...
No, stop. This is my bit.
Okay. Go on. Sorry, go on.
Okay,
go on.
so that, and then obviously the Mounjaro.
What's that?
Oh, I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Let me tell you all about it. Right. Hello. As Emma said, so fucking loving being here. Although this morning we've been a bit salty with each other, haven't we?
I mean,
Let me tell you why, though.
Go on.
Oh, God, I love her so much. But every time before we shoot, every single time she's like, does my hair look okay? And I always say, yes, it looks great. Genuinely, because I think it looks great. And then we film, and then she comes off the camera, and she looks in the mirror, and she goes, I can't believe you didn't tell me my hair looked shit. And so this morning, when she came and she said, does my hair look all right? I went, no. And then she looked at me as if I just... The fact is, I can't say the right answer. So can you stop asking me?
Is that it? Are you done?
No, but actually that's not my roast, but that feels quite good.
I
Anyway,
thought you said you were going to be nice to
I
me
was.
today.
I have said, because I did see you stark bollock naked this morning. Kira left where we stay at the house. She took her boys to school, and Emma came down in a towel ready for her twice daily shower. First of her 2 showers a day.
Bearing in mind, Kat has the best room in the house. She has an ensuite. I am up like a chillingly terrifying
I knew this would happen.
spiral staircase, which I risk my life coming
I knew
down
this would
and
happen.
up every day. Right there.
Last night, the first time we stayed with Kira, I took the room with the ensuite, and I said, we'll swap every week. She was like, okay, great. So this week, I said, you can have that room.
No.
She hadn't changed. Kira hadn't changed the sheets.
I said to Kira, have you changed the sheets?
Yeah.
In my room.
Yeah.
Since I was last here, because it's fine. I can just go in that room again.
And I said, if you want that room, you're more than welcome to sleep in that that bed. I'm really happy to do that. And you went, no, I would not hear of it.
No.
You were very forceful.
No, that wasn't what I said.
You said something along the lines of,
No, I didn't.
absolutely not.
I said absolutely not. I know how sweaty you are. You literally.
And then I did say, to be honest, if you'd have said you wanted it, I would have reminded you how sweaty I was.
I mean, literally, I shower twice a day. Of course, you're going to want to sleep in my sheets. You, on an episode last season, told her how you woke up and thought you'd pissed the bed. It was that wet.
Fucking
Oh, that
perimenopause.
sounds lush. I can't wait to snuggle into your dirty, pissy sheets.
And then the dog snuggles up against me. And when she leaves, I've got like a patch of her dog hair that's stuck to the sweat.
Could be worse. Could be a male dog. And
Still
he'd have all
don't
the-
shower. Little wet wipe, that does it.
Stop.
Right.
Yes.
But I did. I saw you absolutely stark bollock naked. And I just want to say,
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah.
along with the hair, I am never hearing you complain about your body again. Never. She has got probably the best bottom I have ever seen
I mean,
in my entire
not the best
tiny,
either.
tiny waist, gorgeous. They modelled the peach emoji on your arse. It is the best arse I've ever seen.
That's so sweet of
Also
you.
saw her front bits too.
I mean, from the back because they hang
No.
down.
No, you turned around and you didn't quite get your towel in time.
Didn't-
So I saw
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Got fizzy knickers.
She did say, it's like, mate, it's Mercury in retrograde or something here. You are being so nice. I don't trust you. Something's not right. You're being too. It's like the plot twist that nobody asked for. You are up to something. It is scaring me.
It's like when a husband brings you flowers for the first time ever.
It's like what's
Who you
going on?
fucking?
It's who? Yeah. It's like this. Who are you? Okay, who are you fucking, Kate?
Yeah.
It's like what? Can I just say this is like when the Disney villain kind of starts being nice.
Mwah.
Exactly, just before it all goes
$1
bam.
million.
She's plotting something. Stop this nonsense immediately. Right, so this week, let's have a catch up.
Go.
I'm trying to rack my brains about what I can tell you I've been up to this week that I haven't already covered. Not much, but yesterday I was fuming. And so I'm going to take this opportunity as we have this platform here to just say to all the arseholes, okay, all the arseholes out there that think it's okay to dump their rubbish outside of their car into the countryside, the
dear.
beaches, the lay-bys,
Don't come
and
for
even
Emma's
actually
countryside.
even in the city streets. No, not even that. I hate you. I have more respect for the fly tippers because at least, you know what I mean? At least they've done a hard day's work and they're just like, do you know what? The tips for it, it's really fucking expensive. So I'm just going to dump it in this like really
I get
kind of like pretty lay-by.
I
But
hear
I
you.
have more respect for them. But honestly, it drives me absolutely. And I've come to the conclusion, like, because it's always like fast food wrappers and shit like that. I've come to the conclusion purely because I had a Mackie D's the other day and had to find a bin before I got home, so it wasn't in the car, windows open, wafting out the sun.
Sorry.
So I
I'm
figured.
sorry. In the dog car.
Oh yeah.
So you were
I
worried.
can't eat in the nice car.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
you were worried about a McDonald's smell in that car that I've been driving around in for the last 24 hours. And the McDonald's smell was what
I
you were
mean,
worried about.
but
What about the
either-
pungent smell of wet dog bollocks that lives inside that car? Does that not bother you?
Correction, he doesn't have any bollocks, so they don't get wet. It's not.
I love. Oh God. Last week she turned up, and I had a car last week, so I didn't have to use her car. I had a car last week. She turned up in this really. She turned up in her other BMW, 4x4, two. She's got two, and it was black, and it had beautiful tan interiors, and it was pristine. And I was like, nice car. And then this week I don't have the car, so Emma, I've been getting a lift with you to where we're staying and back to here. This week she comes in a white BMW that I swear to God is going to walk itself to the fucking car wash. It is offensive to sit in that car. Like,
Is it really that bad?
It's grim.
Is it really that bad?
It is. It's like my nostrils are stuck up Bertie's asshole. It's
Can I tell
grim.
you why?
And that shit you spray
All right.
does nothing.
Confession time. So you know the seat
You
you're
shat
sat
in the car. Oh.
You know the seat. So the day before I drove down here, I had Bertie on the front seat, and his anal glands exploded. And they were all dripping down. I got the jiff out. It's all dripping down the side of the door. I gave it a really good clean, and I thought
You did not give it a really good clean.
Anyway,
Are you joking? I've been sat in a puddle of Bertie's anal gland juice.
No, I cleaned it. I'm just saying.
I feel a bit violated.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Anyway, back on track. I did think I should hide the
Can I
wrappers.
catch anything from that?
No, and it's not the smell.
Do I smell now?
No, Ben, does she smell?
Ben. Oh, don't plead
no
the
more
fifth.
than usual. No more than usual.
Oh, I've got a sweaty top lip. It's the
Anyway,
fear.
I am convinced. I'm convinced that people are throwing out these McDonald's wrappers onto the road.
They are, they're
these
cunts.
assholes. I think it's because they're trying to hide it from their partner. Maybe that's what it
No, I
is.
don't think it is. If you need to litter, if you're so scared of your husband, partner, whatever, finding your McDonald's and you think that the better option is to litter, you need a different husband.
Do you know, I literally
Or
watched...
just stop and put a fucking bin.
Oh my God, literally. Do you know, I remember, and this, when I was back, it riles me being in the countryside, but when I was back in London, I remember being in my
That's
house.
grim.
And I remember looking out the window, it's like doing this with the baby, and I looked out the window, and I watched this guy pull up onto my street, open his car door, and just proceed to empty the entire contents of, the shit
Did you say
bits down the
something?
door, all the middle side. I was like, put the baby down, I walked out. I went, oi! Because I couldn't go, excuse me. So I was, oi!
You went a bit Peggy Mitchell.
I went a bit,
Get out of my pub.
Exactly, get off of my road. I was like, oi, this is a nice neighbourhood. It was not a nice neighbourhood. This is a nice neighbourhood. I live here. My children play here. Get your shit, put it back in your car, and get off my road.
What did he do?
I didn't say that. I went, excuse me, sorry, could you just put that, please? I live here, and, don't stab me. That's what I went with. But can I tell you
Tell
something
me.
my friend told me the other day, which was the best story ever. So her ex-husband went up a little bit in my estimations after I heard this, right? So there's a beautiful place in the countryside, you may know it, called Arundel. And it's
I do know it.
Yeah.
Because it's where all the elves live.
it's absolutely beautiful. And it's like they've got one of these big, arches where, the train goes over in the distance and the cows are all there in the fields and a river meanders through the River Arun. It's just stunning.
Adds Arundel to potential places to live.
Yes, absolutely. Good train line too.
Nice.
Amazing restaurants. Shout out to the Boathouse. Now, he was there and he was in Arundel and they pulled up to this beauty spot, and underneath kind of where the railway bridge is, it's lovely. Somebody had emptied the contents of their shit tip car onto the floor. Mm-hmm. What they had failed to realise is part of that.
Stop it.
Yeah, he packed it all in.
So there was like a letter
A
envelope
letter with his address on it. My friend's ex-husband was so incensed, he picked it all up, put it all into a bin bag, literally drove 50 miles to this guy. The pettiness level of this, it touches me in a way.
Oh, I'm almost about to orgasm.
Right. Okay, he took it. He dumped it on this guy's doorstep with a note saying, "I think you left this."
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
Is
I
it
was going to
not?
tell you a story about an ex-boyfriend of mine who was a cyclist, and he used to really get cross when people flicked cigarette butts out the window because you can hit cyclists with them.
Yeah.
And he was at a traffic light and it was red, and this guy flicked a cigarette butt out, and he picked it up and threw it back in his car.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know. I really hate it. We do quite a lot of litter picking.
Good for you.
It's an uphill battle. To be honest, I've decided now, sometimes if I'm about to lose my shit, I'm like, I'm just going to go litter pick. Put my headphones on, true crime death podcast, listening to one about a man who's had his penis cut off at the moment. Oh, brilliant.
Do you know what he needs?
It's called Devil in the Desert.
Penis embalmer.
Don't listen to that podcast before you've listened to this one, though. And I go and I just pick up the litter.
Yeah.
And listen, there's never not going to be litter. It's rampant. But it can be very soothing.
Soothing.
Very soothing.
Picking up other people's
Yeah, but we've got the
shit.
gear because the council gave us like a little, the ring that you put the bag in.
Have you got the
I got
sticky, clippy, sticky cling
Yeah.
thing?
The what?
Cling? It's a thing.
The sticky
The cling.
clippy
They're
thing.
called a cling. The cling with a K. That's the branding. That's the brand. The cling.
Nice try. I've got everything. I've got all the gear and somewhat of an idea.
Okay, so did anyone see Brighton after the recent heat wave? Brighton Beach.
I can only imagine. What's fucking wrong with
I'm
people? Just
so angry.
But I honestly don't understand how you can just stand up and walk away
Oh,
when I just don't understand it.
I just think if you can carry a massive plastic bag full of like beer cans and bottles and shit down to the beach, which
Yeah.
are full, how much more effort is it to take them back empty?
I just don't
To
understand it.
like a bin at the top, honestly, and the inflatables and kids stuff, and I just think, what you're teaching your kids anyway. It pisses me off, and I just wanted to use this.
Listen, I'm normally here when you get judgy. I'm normally here to sort of temper it a bit. And actually, in this instance, there's no fucking excuse.
Amazing, we're friends again then.
Friends again.
Wow. Okay, what have you been up to?
So I've been thinking, right? I don't know, I'm perimenopause and occasionally I still get a hot flash, right? I'm
Yeah.
on the gel, so it's a lot
Is
less.
it flush or flash?
I think American is flash,
Okay.
English is flush.
Ah, okay.
Da, 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 da. Yeah?
Yeah.
Brian Blessed.
Yeah.
My husband does the best Brian Blessed impression. He met him once and he went, Jimmy, let me tell you about the time I was in Cats. He does it better than me.
I was gonna say.
Not bad though.
Who does that sound like?
Brian Blessed. It's not bad.
Fucking awful.
Oh, fuck off. Anyway,
Go on.
so I get the occasional hot flash, and I have been rethinking the whole burning witches thing.
Aha.
So I think throughout the millennia,
Yeah.
we've been playing this game of telephone that has somehow become a little bit misconstrued. And the idea is that we obviously burnt women at the stake for being witches. I think, because what they used to do is they used to put them in water first to test whether they sank or swam.
Yeah.
Right? I think actually they were trying to be helpful. And I think these were just perimenopausal women who suddenly broke out in this like unbelievable heat. And they thought, love, quick, get in the water, cool yourself down. And then they put them on the stake to dry. Just to dry.
Couple
and
of
then
pe-
the, and
couple
then,
of pegs.
And then they just combusted.
Good, yes.
They combusted.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we've lost another one. What are we going to do? I actually think that's what it is. That's how it feels. It feels like when it's this heat, because obviously we're going through a heat wave. It's this heat. People are like, I'm so hot. Unless you are, okay, I will also allow you pregnant. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Unless you are perimenopausal or pregnant, you need to imagine timesing that heat by infinity that you feel that you're whinging about.
Yeah.
And then I want you to put all that heat in a really hot car that's been in the midday sun. Yeah? A black one that smells of dog anal glands. And then I want you to put that car in a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Just go with it. And then I want you to pick up that pizza oven and put it in the Gobi Desert. And then I want you to put it on the sun and then swallow it. Swallow all of that. And then you are close to understanding what it feels like to have a hot flash in this heat. It is unbearable.
I haven't had one then yet. I thought I had, but
It's
the way
literally,
you
I
describe
just
it.
turn out and I'm suddenly wet. It's awful. Anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. Also, my eldest went on her first school residential. She is 6, so she went to PGL.
6.
She's year 6.
Oh, I was going to say.
She's 10. She's 11.
I said, what?
What did I say?
No, I thought you said she's 6. I was
Oh,
like,
she's in year
They
6.
send them away at 6 now.
Well, they did back in the day. How old were you?
Well, 8, I suppose.
Yeah, so. But no, this was PGL. She went for 3 nights. And because obviously I have quite a thing about homesickness, because I had quite a traumatic homesickness experience at boarding school, I was like, they were not allowed to take anything with them. So I was like, if you're homesick, just make sure you speak to this teacher, like whatever you need. She said, I'm going to be fine. Anyway, she comes back and I said, did you get homesick? And she went, I did get a bit teary last night. I was like, yes.
Oh, you wanted that?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't want it. But
Is it because you
it
wanted
was
her
also
to
like,
miss you?
yes.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
the
it was a little
win.
bit of validation.
Yes.
I was like, oh, she doesn't hate me.
It's like Molly's told me not to come to the sports day today.
You felt a bit hurt, didn't you?
And she was like, don't bother. You came to Billy Elliot for 2 hours, sat in.
I love her. I want Molly to be my
Satan's
daughter.
butt crack, and I did one line. I think you've done your dues. She went, the only thing I'm doing tomorrow is the javelin, and I'm crap at it. So don't bother. But you know what I'm doing? I'm going
to go anyway, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm going to go and pick her up early.
Yeah.
Because I know she's going to.
So you're going to trample over a boundary, essentially.
Why did you make it shit?
I'm just saying.
No, because I know what's going to happen. She's going to see me. She's
really
going to be so happy, and I will feel good in the same way
great.
you did.
Okay, great.
When
good.
she felt.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
Homesick.
I'm not. You go do that. I think that'd be
Well,
lovely.
when you were homesick, when you at boarding school, sorry, we're just having a little trauma dump here. When you were homesick at boarding school, like what would you do?
I just cried all the time. I cried non-stop. I can't describe.
Did you have the excitement of the first part of the term when you arrived, or was it from the minute?
First week I was fine.
Yeah.
And then it was
hit.
like the reality hit.
Could you call home? Did they?
We weren't allowed to. So they do the same way. You're not allowed to call home for the first 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And I just kept sneaking off to the phone. My mum used to send me, because we had a mobile phone, she used to send me letters just with loads of 10p's sellotaped to it.
Did you not have the phone cards?
No.
Oh, we had the phone cards.
We had 10p's, 10p's sellotaped. And then I'd put 10p and I'd go, hi, it's me, call me back.
Yeah.
And then she'd call me straight back. But it was just fucking painful loneliness, misery. Just fear as well, just terrified.
Yeah. I think I gave up. I think that's why I don't call any of my
That's
friends.
what I've said before. I was like, when February half term,
Yeah.
I came back from that and I stopped crying. And I remember saying to the therapist, I was fine after that. She went, I don't think you were. I think you just stopped crying because you're like the Romanian orphans. Nobody came.
Yeah, it's like my mum wants to have why don't you? Why do I see you talking about stuff on your Instagram? It's a real honest, very being vulnerable.
We've got a lot to talk about, so let's get going.
okay.
Not to
No.
shit on your vulnerable chips.
But my mum would say why don't you? Why do I see you talking about stuff on Instagram? And why don't you just call me? And I'm like,
most of it's your fault.
So-
No,
no.
sorry.
I've never done that.
Sorry, Pat.
I've never. Don't worry, it won't go on the social cut. She's never going to
This
see.
does
it.
not go on the social cut downs.
But I was like, I don't call friends. I don't call anyone
No,
because
'cause
I
we're
don't
hyper-reliant. Help
know
us,
how to
fine.
do that. We used to have these phone cards, the green phone cards that you put in, and you could get like a 50 unit, 20 unit, 10 unit. I don't know if you remember. And then we learned that you could put clear nail varnish and you could
The things you learn.
Oh my God, amazing. And you could get more out of it. But it didn't matter because with me, I was calling the Canary Islands. So a 20 unit phone card.
Done.
So it was supposed to be a minute for each unit, but those minutes went down like seconds. So I'd call and just be, hello, it's me, come get me, please come get. Gone. So then they were like, I kept buying phone cards from the school office, and then they went, she can't do that anymore. The bill's coming in and it's ridiculous. So then I started reversing the charges, and then they were like,
We're not
darling,
taking it.
you can't do this. So then.
Like,
you know when things come back?
Yeah.
And this came back about 3 years ago, and I went, oh my God, Johnny, I've just remembered something. And he was like, well, I said, on Sundays when everyone used to go to church and I didn't go to church, I'd be sat in the basement and there was one of the phones there. I used to put 0800 and then any number I could and just call. And I'd end up speaking to people in call centres. But because I was too scared to speak, I just used to sing.
Stop it.
I used to sing.
Stop it.
Lionel Richie. Hello.
Stop it. Oh my God. Stop it. If you were ever working in a call centre in the
I long
80s.
to see the sunlight.
Stop it. You didn't.
8
That's
years
the
old.
saddest
8
story
years
I've
old.
ever heard
And
in
that's-
my entire
I
life.
found it so funny. And Johnny went, that is really sad. I
It's
went,
the saddest thing I've ever heard. It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
hello.
No, stop it. No, you didn't. I've got
Oh, sorry.
Oh God,
Sorry.
they're not all happy tears, those are they?
I just think, imagine what I must have looked like.
This
These
is all
people.
making so
and do you know
much
what?
sense
Do you know what
now.
I got from it as well? When I'd finished singing,
Trauma.
When I'd finished singing, they'd obviously put me on speakerphone, so I'd get a round of applause from the whole call centre. And this is where my career began. I think the need for
podcast and selling shit
the
on
need
internet.
for validation.
It explains a lot. Okay.
Oh, it's me. Right,
yes.
yes, time to dive into this week's topic.
Time.
Sorry, so I say that slower. Time to dive
No,
into
we heard
this.
all the words. You didn't even say really the word episode properly in the first part.
Time to dive into this week's topic.
Do it like Brian Blessed.
Whether it's trending, I'll do it like you do it, like Brian Blessed.
Mine was better, wasn't it? Yeah.
Time to dive into this week's topic.
Very good. Very good.
Let me tell you about the time I was in Cats.
Whether it's trending, tragic, or just chaotic, we will unpack it. We'll overthink it. We'll pretend we know what we're talking about. And this one, I think, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it could be pretty divisive. But I have to say that we weren't going to cover this topic, and we've dropped one to bring this in. So I'm really pleased. If not divisive for you, definitely for us. So let's
Honestly, right, listen.
dig in.
We're going to go into it because when we set up the topics initially, I wasn't doing the weight loss jabs. I'm doing Mounjaro, but the discussion around this in households and chat rooms and WhatsApp groups and DMs and socials all over the world is this chat about weight loss jabs. So I am going to very quickly, I'm going to really try and get through it, talk about this. So it is emotive. There are going to be people who are upset about it. There are going to be people who fundamentally disagree, and I get it. But I'm only going to talk about my experience. All right? So just a little heads up, little reminder from Year 9 English. This is opinion, not fact. A fact is empirically true, can be empirically proven to be true. An opinion is just what somebody thinks. Can't be right or wrong. So this is my way of thinking about it. Back in the 90s, we had, you know how they had this idea about social ideas being on a pendulum, right? And so back in the 90s, we were at the extreme, and we had waifs and heroin chic, and we had Kate Moss and all the rest of it. And it was not okay. And then in 2004, we had the Dove beauty campaign. Do you remember that picture came out? All those women, I think maybe 8 of them in white bra and top, and they're all there. By the way, everybody thought it was groundbreaking. Go back and look at that photo.
Why?
Not as groundbreaking as you think.
Why?
Not that diverse in terms of body. It's like very curved, like a bit curvy, but not actually as. But I think the shock of having seen such waif people and then this. So we started that, and then we had the Kardashians. They came on, and like whatever you think about the Kardashians, they made big bums, curvy bodies, trendy again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, now you can have a big bum again. That's great. And the pendulum starts to swing. And then we get this body positivity movement, which is absolutely essential. And I feel a little bit, though, like with that, at this point in time, the pendulum has swung to this side. And I think we've lost the space to talk, not positively, but intellectually and safely about weight in a way that people are comfortable with. Like, I think we've got to a point now where women are almost ashamed to admit that they want to lose weight. And I think that's a slightly dangerous place to be. Because I think that as soon as you start squashing conversation or closing down space for conversation to happen, there's problems. It's just an extreme version. Like, I think we're there. And I think we need the pendulum to swing a little bit in. And I think it's essential we are able to talk about health and weight. We can't do that either. Because I know that there are people like Bryony Gordon. She's amazing. She's got a cracking body. She's just done her body age. I think she came out with the body age of a 24-year-old. So she's not got what we would necessarily call by social standards, a skinny body. She's very curvy. She's got all the gorgeous, she runs marathons in her underwear, but she's got a very healthy body age. So I do believe, of course, you don't have to be skinny to be healthy. You can be skinny and really unhealthy. But I think that we're forgetting that there are individual people who have an individual understanding of their body. Bryony is perfect. She's cracking it. She's great. for me, on a personal level, I've always been slim. I've always been athletic until I was 40. I gave up booze. I think my hormones kicked in, food addiction kicked in, and I was 3 and a bit stone heavier than I'd ever been in my life. And I felt every pound of that. And it wasn't even to do with my body, because as much as I didn't look at it and go, this is my ideal body, but I never hate for all the things I'm fucked up about, my body isn't one of them. I'd still get in bikinis. I'd still do this, that, and the other. I mean, I didn't show my legs, but that was because of the varicose veins more than anything else. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't anything really to do with my weight or how I looked in my body, but I didn't like my thighs would rub together, which is not a bad thing in and of itself, but it used to hurt. I was like, I don't like that. And I'd try and cross my legs, but I'd have to when they don't fully go all the way across. Felt uncomfortable, like getting up, I'd sort of groan a little bit, like a man in a gym. And I wasn't I wasn't able to be as physical in a comfortable way as I'd always been used to being. So for me, it was very much what I was used to versus what I was dealing with now.
What about fashion-wise?
So I would say, I'd be lying if I said I had no interest, I had no bearing. I would say it's 15% how I look in clothes. And 85% whether my body is going to last me as long as I need it to. Because A, we're working longer, we're living longer, our kids are having children later. Well, I mean, I don't know about our kids, but women are having children later generally, or more often. And I was like, I want to be a grandparent that can throw my grandkids, not like at a wall, but, like throw them up in the air and have fun, run around with them, do the trampoline. I mean, I can't trampoline now. Who am I kidding? But do you know what I mean? And I wanted my body to last. And I was starting to notice other things. I was starting to notice that I had really bad pain in my tendons, which I had just scratched up to tendinitis. I could not get rid of it, like Achilles tendinitis, both of them. I'd wake up in the morning and I couldn't walk. I'd have to walk flat-footed until they eased up. I had loads of skin tags coming up, which obviously I Googled because this episode is supposed to be about health anxiety.
Yeah.
Also something I can talk about freely. But and apparently they were can be a very early sign of diabetes.
Really?
Excess skin tags. Yeah, I've bought one of those skin tag removers. I'm excited to try it. And in general, I just felt, ugh. And that was the overwhelming feeling. It wasn't, I can't wear these clothes. I know, I can dress myself. I can dress myself, I can take a good photo. No matter what size I am, I know what suits me, I know what I look good in. I'm not worried about that as much as I am. I genuinely felt older, less comfortable. And I think, and this is why it's so individual, because I knew what I'd felt like all my life until this last 4 years, that was hard. It was the change. So anyway, I tried to lose weight. Back in the day, pre-40, I could go, right, I need to lose a stone. I'll just eat a bit less, do a bit more. And I could do it in 3 weeks. I could not do it. I mean, it didn't help that I had a food addiction, but I could not do it. And I suddenly said to Jimmy, I'm going to try this jab. And I thought he'd be really judgy. And he went, give it a go. And I thought, oh. Then his second question, of course, was, how much is it?
Yeah.
And I went, don't worry, I'm going to pay for it by selling all my clothes that don't fit me on Vinted. And he was like, well, all right then. It felt really empowering because I'm athletic. I know how to lose weight. It just wasn't happening. And I'd got this food addiction and I'd really struggled with it because for me, when I gave up booze and drugs, that was easy because I could just, well, it wasn't easy, but I could abstain. I just don't drink booze and I don't do drugs anymore, apart from the ones that are prescribed to me. But with food, you can't do that. With food, you can't abstain. You have to moderate. And as we know, it's not my strong suit. So I thought, right, I'm going to try this. And I approach it in a way that is, I look at it like rehab for food addiction. So if I went to rehab for drink and drugs, I wouldn't be able to use drink and drugs while I was in there because you can't have any access to them, right? And so you're forced to go dry and clean, and then you do the work, whatever the work is, 12 steps, SMART, therapy, whatever it is. You do all of that stuff while you're in that safe space. so that when you come out into the real world again, you are armed and equipped to live your life on your own sober without the support of rehab, right? So for me, I was like, I'm going to look at it like this. When I take this jab, it doesn't allow me to overeat. I don't want to overeat. I stop craving the shit. The real gift, and this is a bit of a segue, the real gift, and this could almost make me cry. And if you don't know what this means, you won't understand the impact of it. But the food noise in my head was turned off immediately. I mean, not like jab gone, but like within 24, 48 hours, gone. And for somebody who had lived with alcohol noise, which is I wasn't always drinking alcohol, but I was always thinking about it. I'm not going to drink today. Why am I drinking today? I don't want to drink. Oh, I'm drinking and now I'm shit-faced and I'm hungover again. I hate myself. I'm not going to do it again.
Did you
and then
have
do it
that?
again.
Was that replaced by the food
noise? It was
noise?
exactly the fucking same.
Right.
It was like, I'm going to eat healthily today. Why am I eating 7 pieces of toast for breakfast? Okay, I'll have a good lunch. Oh, now I'm having pasta and cheese for lunch. Now I feel ill. Well, I might as well have a packet of chocolate hobnobs, do it all. And then just that and it's in my mind, or it's like the fucking mental load. It's the same intensity.
And you were exercising as well, weren't you?
I mean, God knows what size I
Already.
would have been if I wasn't exercising like I was. Like I'm at the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I swim, I walk every day. Like I'm not putting the work in.
Yeah.
And so when that food, honestly, if I never lost another pound on this injection, the gift, the absence of that food noise has been such a gift. I cannot begin to explain. And
Okay,
unless,
so can I just say, so the fact is that is not something you've retrained your brain to do. That is purely the drug working. So if you came off that tomorrow, the food noise would be back. So is that what you're
yes and no.
is that what you're in training for, or are we on this now for life?
No, yes and no. So I don't know because I haven't come off it yet. I'm still on the lowest dose. I got really good advice from a friend of mine because I assumed that they sort of sell it to you like you do the lowest dose, 2.5 the first month, then 5, then 7. So I sort of assumed you just had to go up. And my friend said, if you don't want to, don't. Like if it's working, you don't need to go up. Also, it gets more expensive as you go up. So I was like, that's why.
Okay.
And so I've stayed on the lowest dose for 3 months. I'm on my 3rd pen, so 3 months. And it still works for me. I don't have any side effects now that I've figured out to inject in my thigh and not my stomach. That it was not pretty. Injecting my stomach the first week.
Shit show, literally.
Oh, I tell you, it was Thursday, injected Thursday morning. Saturday night, I was feeling a bit queasy. And I got up about 11 o'clock at night. And I got up and I was sat in the toilet and that was me. I was there for a long time. I don't mind that. You know, I was like, I got my phone, I was watching something. I was in a safe place.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was asleep. It was fine. But then suddenly I'm there and I'm in my hoodie because it's a bit chilly at night. Suddenly I get that like
Rumble.
the hot flash.
Oh, God.
It's exactly the same really as the perimenopause. You know that hot flash where suddenly you go
Yeah.
clammy and you're hot and you're like, I'm going to puke. Like it's from head to toe. That like, so I'm sat on the toilet, sink's here.
Yeah.
Pull off my hoodie. Because, you know, I'm like, at this point I want to be naked.
Oh, my God.
You know, and then I'm suddenly just yakking into the sink.
But you're on the loo as well.
I'm on the loo as well. I don't think I shat at the same time. But I was yakking into the sink.
Nothing more humbling is there than
Nothing.
doing that.
And it was really chunky, and the sink's one of those flat basin sinks. So it was awful. Anyway, I couldn't deal with it that night. I went to bed, woke up at 6 in the morning and had to get a spatula. Because you can't, it was so, I had to get a spatula and pick it out and put it in the toilet. Anyway, so that was grim. But I did some research, injections, no side effects whatsoever.
Yeah.
And for me, it works. But now, coming off it, I'm doing a lot of work while I'm doing this. So I do like another 12-step program for overeaters and binge eaters and eating disorder people and things like that. 12 steps works for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but for me, I find that really helpful. I've also been reading a lot. The best book I've ever read, and it's changed my life, is Ultra Processed People by Chris Van Tulleken. Talks about ultra processed foods. And it really helped me because it said in the first few chapters, it said, if you're one of these people that really wants to not eat the food they're eating, but can't stop eating that food, you're not a terrible person with no willpower. You've got a disease, you've got an addiction. And that was what they said to me in AA. You're not a terrible person, you've got a disease.
But also the food is made to
and so
get you hooked, isn't it?
Totally. And he said, this is overweight and obesity as a disease has been on a steady increase since the late 1970s.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not because in the late 1970s everybody suddenly lost their willpower.
Yeah.
That's because that's when ultra processed food started to come in.
Yeah.
He said, so this is what's happening. And that really helped, me come to terms with the fact that this was a solvable problem, and also helped me figure out how I was going to manage my eating, because obviously I can't abstain from food. But if I know that I can abstain from ultra-processed food, I'm like, I've got a plan.
You're right. Okay.
So I don't know whether the cravings will come back. I know people who have come off it, maintained the weight. I know people who have come off it and put the weight back on. And that's not great, because you lose muscle mass when you lose weight in general. And then when you come off it, if you just put weight back, you're just putting fat on. So you could find that your body composition post injections, if you put weight back on, is worse than it was before you started. So that's the other thing I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of strength training. I'm very lucky in that respect, because I used to be like an athlete as a kid. So I think you get a certain amount of muscle memory and that I benefit from. I don't have to do, I've got quite good tone. It's just normally hidden under an extra 3 stone. But for me, I'm approaching it very, it's my responsibility to look after myself when I come off this. And I don't plan on being on it forever.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's a little bit like, I think people still don't understand overweight and obesity as a disease. I think they still think of it as just a consequence of your actions. And I think that it's a little bit like how people used to view mental health and addiction, which is like, just put yourself together. For fuck's sake, like, just stop eating it or stop doing it. And I think now we are very at peace with medication for mental health in a way that we wouldn't have been before.
Okay.
And I think that this is a medication that, is going to save the NHS so much money.
Yes. And it's now available on the NHS.
It is. Yes, but I think you have to have a BMI of 37, and I think you have to hit 4 out of 5
But as we know,
weight-related illnesses.
Through what's in the news currently at the moment, because of the research now into the side effects of...
I'm not going to get pregnant, by the way. I know that can happen.
Pancreatic issues and birth defects as well. Let me just say...
just on that quickly with the side effects.
Yeah.
Every single drug that you put into your body...
100%. But this people are getting on this in a way that people aren't on other drugs.
But this has been a drug that's around for 20 plus years.
But it's going crazy, and it's like, and people are not necessarily getting it through...
That's the problem.
Through the NHS or...
That's the problem.
And even with online pharmacies, it's easy to get around stuff like that. I've done it myself in the past when I got on the skinny pen, the Saxenda. Years ago, this was.
Heard of that.
Yeah, so this was about kind of replicating the hormone that essentially tells you you're full. So it's different to Mounjaro and these ones, but that's what it was. That was easy to get. It was so easy to get. Other people just getting, I've been offered it. People go, I can get hold of it. Yeah, it's this much a month. How much do you want it? I've got a nurse friend.
I did
essentially the black market.
I did it really legitimately. I went through a company called Juniper.
Yeah, I know.
They're not cheap. For me personally, if I'm going to find a saving on anything, it's probably not something I'm going to inject into myself. Although that being said, God knows what I put up my nose back in the day. Didn't seem that bothered then, did I?
Definitely still reading the Nurofen packet, aren't you, though?
Such an idiot. And they have a very clever thing. So I had to send in my passport, I had to send in photos of me in my undies. And they sent me a digital scale that connects to the app. That's the only way I can input my weight. I can't do it manually. So I can't lie.
Yeah.
So once I get to a weight where they're like, you're done.
Yeah.
It may be that I can go, can I have a maintenance dose? I don't know.
Listen, I know you're doing the right way, Kat, but what I want to dig into on this is kind of like, I want to know your take on kind of how it's coming across on social media, because it's flooding my feed. Like I've had to put it in as one of the words that I don't want to see.
Well, let me say,
coming up.
I was very open right from the start about the fact that I was on it. And I did that for a reason, because if you're on a platform and you start losing weight, people are automatically like, how did you do it? You've lost weight, you look great, or what are you doing? Whatever. Give me your diet plan, give me your exercise plan. And I did not want to be one of those dicks that's like, oh, just eaten less and done more. Like, that's not honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on medication. And so that was, and I was nervous about doing that.
So why do you think it is people are not being quite as open about it? Because you and I both know.
It goes back to what I was
enough people
saying
that
at
are
the
doing
beginning. I think people feel ashamed to admit that they want to lose weight, because there's
Particularly-
so much discussion around embrace your body and
I know, but particularly when you're there's accounts out there who have used the body positivity movement to elevate themselves to the point that they are now.
I feel.
But let's just be honest about it and say
Totally.
people feel better when they are
Slimmer.
skinnier. Yeah, they do. And we've been so scared to say it.
I think we are. I think you're right. I think that is the nub. I think that you're very brave, and I'm going to follow your lead. But I do think, in general,
I hate that I feel like that.
Yeah.
And I know it's because we've been
No, but I
indoctrinated
don't
with
hate-
it for years.
I
I
think
hate it.
it comes-
It's not about healthy though. It's not
right.
about,
That's what I'm saying. That's the
thing.
difference. That is the difference. For me, it really is about
No,
healthy.
but I'm saying
But
like
if you're a person
Yeah.
where it isn't,
Yeah.
you have to be honest with yourself about this. And I had to be really honest. I had to speak to my sponsor. I had to, oh God, I mentioned fucking AA again. She's gonna dump me in a minute. I had to speak to people
Yeah.
about it to really make sure that I was being, because I'm not generally honest with myself.
Would you then this is my question to you, and you've said this to me before the podcast, and you said 15% is about. Would you
15%.
you genuinely believe that? You
I
don't
don't
think it's
even
more?
think it's that much.
I think it's more.
I don't even think it's that much.
Based on since I've known you and how you've referenced your body in the past, you would talk about how banging your body looked, but you never spoke to me about kind of how it felt. Do you know what I mean? You were never like,
That's what I'm saying. So how it felt is
it
the health thing for me.
yeah, but you felt like you looked good in pictures, and like when you
No,
show
I would say, I wouldn't say.
20%.
No,
You sure you don't
I
wanna-
swear on my life.
We can settle on 20%.
I've inventoried this. I've done it. I swear on my life. It is the one thing I'm genuinely not that fucked up about.
Yeah.
I promise you. And I think individuals have to be really honest about this. I think that you're never going to be less healthy if you lose a bit of extra weight. Like, obviously, if you get really skinny and all the rest of it, that's not great. But you're never going to be less healthy if you lose a bit of excess weight and your BMI, whatever you think of BMI, it is something that they use, is in that range. So I think health-wise, it's good. My tendinitis has disappeared.
And you were saying this morning, I was saying about I was aching, you're saying the inflammation, it brings
Inflammation
that
is
down.
bringing. It's also because it works with the pleasure reward system in your brain. The impulsivity I get with ADHD, especially around spending, way down.
That's mad.
It's
got so
mad.
many benefits.
It's got so many benefits. There are, of course, side effects. And you're right. The more people use it, the more those side effects are going to increase simply because of the numbers, right? These aren't any new side effects. These are always side effects, just we're seeing more of them because there's more people using it.
But why do you think people are lying about it?
Because I think people are scared to say they want to lose weight. Because
Do
I
you
think
know
that
what,
there is
Bloom?
this thing where you have to embrace your body. And I think the problem is everybody who has a body wants everybody to be okay with that body.
Yeah.
And it's like, I am not, my natural state, if I ate like nothing but as fuel, nothing for enjoyment, right? My natural state of body would be slim. There are people who would be bigger. There are people who would be smaller. You know, if we all ate exactly the same thing, we'd still all look different. You know, our natural bodies are slightly different. And I think we have to start. The body positivity movement has done so much to educate women. It is essential. It's even essential that it's gone to that extreme. It needed that. I don't think women of our generation will ever fully recover from the 90s, if I'm honest.
no.
But I do think that it needed that. But I also think that all that teaching that they've given us, they need to let go of us a little bit and let us put that into practice. And that might look different. It might not be, I'm totally happy at a size 14 or 16. It might be, I'm going to be happier in myself, how I look, how I feel at a size 10 to 12. And if you're doing it because, and this is what I'm saying, I'm doing it because I know I am more comfortable, I feel better at a lower weight.
But I think that's the thing.
My healthy, comfy weight
Yeah.
is completely different
This
to
is what I'm about
somebody
to say
else's
to you.
healthy,
So I don't think
comfy
the
weight.
focus should be on I'm happier at a size 14, 12, whatever. It
No,
should
I mean,
be,
you can interchange
but I
that.
mean, this is the mindset I think that we need to be in. It's like, do you know, because I think I know the bigger I am, the harder I find it to motivate myself to
Yes,
exercise.
to work, to
So,
move
you
through
know,
the world.
Like, own it and just be like, you know what, I don't feel good about how I look. You know, if this is
Right,
driving
but
me
that's the
to...
difference.
No, but that's what
You've
I'm
just
saying.
said how I look.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Whereas I would say,
But-
I don't feel good about how I feel.
Yes, yes, but it's all in culminated. And this is what I'm saying. It shouldn't be about how, oh, you know, I feel better at a size 14 or a size 12. It should be, I feel healthier at a size
So
12.
funnily enough, one of the
so let's
questions-
incorporate the health within the kind of body, because I don't feel the body positivity has focused on that,
No, because I can't...
on the health side of it. I don't
No,
think
because
it
I'm-
has.
because-
It's still been about
Because it
the visual.
undermines a lot of what they're saying. That's the difficulty. It is a fact not for everybody, but certain people who are severely obese, overweight and obese, or obese, whatever, they are scientifically going to have medical side effects of that weight.
Right.
That is a fact.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you can't be bigger and healthy. You absolutely can. But the bigger you are, the more medical issues you're going to have. So that's a very difficult conversation to have because we only talk on the internet and there's no fucking nuance on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to have that. And it's the same from the other side. People who are skinny and gym bunnies and all the rest of it, like, you're just not healthy, like, you're just lazy. It's not true. Like, it's not that cut and dry.
Yeah.
Which is why we need to
course.
let women on their own individual level make that decision for themselves. I get the two things I get asked the most: why are you on it? You didn't need it. Which is a really interesting one. Listen, I'm not the. I don't think there's anybody who posts pictures of themselves on the internet, posts one and puts that on. Like, I'm posting a good picture.
Yeah.
I know how to dress. Also, I carry weight pretty well. It's fairly evenly spread. And I'm big boned. That's not a joke. Like, I actually have, we've talked about this. She's got a little bird bone here. I've got like something Bertie would like to chew on. Do you know what I mean? And I've got quite a lot of muscle. So I was 85 kilos when I went on Mounjaro, which is just over 13 stone.
Yeah.
I was 5'6", so I had a BMI of 29, 30. So I was overweight, at 30 is obese onwards. Now, this is the thing. I didn't look what society thinks of as obese. But for me, I was carrying weight that was making me not healthy. So whatever you think, I think we have this idea of like, obese looks like this, overweight looks like this, healthy range looks like this, underweight looks like this. That's why the BMI scale doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because we are approaching it with a visual.
Yeah.
And actually, it's not a visual.
Yeah.
It's about naming a disease. And overweight and obesity are diseases.
Yeah.
So for me, so that's the first question I get asked. I was a weight that was not healthy for my body.
Yeah.
The second question I ask is, how are you dealing with it with your girls? Because I have 2 girls. And my biggest fear when they're going through high school isn't drinking drugs. I can deal with that shit. It's eating disorders and self-harming. 100%. So I said to Jimmy, we had a big chat about this as well before I went on it. And he said, how are we going to deal with it? He was like, I don't want you to tell the girls. And I said, already I'm like being dishonest. Like, I'm not going to say. So we agreed I wasn't going to mention it until they came to me and perhaps said, oh, you have lost weight or, you know, whatever. And funnily enough, Billy the other day came and said, Mummy, you've lost weight. And I was stark bollock naked. So, you know.
Did she say you've lost weight, and did she say you're looking really good at the moment?
She just said, you've lost weight.
Right, okay.
And I said, yeah, I have. I said, I have been eating better. True. Been doing more exercise. Also true. And I said, and I'm taking a medication to help me get healthier with my weight because I'm 40, I wish I was 40. I'm over 40. Things happen. Your hormones slow down. It's harder to lose weight. And I didn't want to be unhealthy. Yeah. And I felt a bit unhealthy. So they've got this medication to help me. And she was like, oh, okay, fine. I don't even think she really took it. But we've always talked about healthy food. We've always talked about healthy bodies. I've never, mentioned anything other than, let's go for a walk. It's really fucking good for our heads. I walk for my head, I not for my arse. Yeah. All of that stuff is true. And I can't protect them from everything. But for me, and this is for me, I want to show them that I am healthy enough to have a body that lasts me as long as I need it to. Yeah. And that, I swear to God, I know you want me to up it to 20%. If I was really honest, I'd probably I'd down it to 10. Really? But 15 feels like listen, I'm fucked up. I can't take a fucking glass of wine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not perfect, but with my body, I'm very lucky. Yeah. I also trust, because I was so sporty and athletic and active as a kid, that when I do lose the weight, my body's there for me.
Yeah.
Like it's fit and it's healthy. And I really think if you're not a really active kid who just builds up that, I mean, I had 6-pack as a kid and all the rest of it, like that doesn't fully go away ever.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the right decision. And I think I worry that people don't want to do it because they're like, it's sort of some sort of shame because it's like lazy or it's easy. Let me tell you, it's fast. It's not easy. Like it isn't easy. There are some things that I do get very lightheaded sometimes.
I've witnessed that.
I did have
at
one,
least
didn't I,
twice.
last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get very lightheaded? Not all the time, mostly because I don't feel hunger.
I like the fact that you also, it's like, it's
I
not
eat
that
3
you
meals
feel
a day.
yeah, and you're not saying, oh, I'm full. You're just like, I've just had enough.
Yeah.
It's not like you feel like, oh, I can't eat anymore. I've
and
just
that's-
had enough.
and what
you're
a
not
great- I've
craving
never
this,
felt
like,
that before.
chocolate and stuff, the sweet
Content
stuff.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
Never felt in
So
my entire
this-
life.
So we've had this conversation.
And I eat 3 meals a day
And you
as
do.
well.
And, and I'm with her. You get up, you exercise. It's not just for show on Instagram. She does it. And it's like, and I love that. And, when I've said to you, the food noise thing, when you talk about, God, if I never lost another pound, and just got rid of that food noise, that appeals to me on a way. I honestly, like viscerally, I'm just like, that sounds incredible. And I feel like I have to wake up every day and fight with myself to go, don't go on it, don't go on it. You don't need to go on it. I'm trying so hard to kind of, because I feel like I'm living a really healthy lifestyle. This is the thing. I feel like I'm
you're
living on a
beating
really
yourself up about this.
healthy lifestyle, but still,
What's
like,
the resistance?
because
I'm genuinely interested because
because
obviously
I
I
think
keep saying to you, just get on the
because
fucking jab.
because I spoke to when I spoke to you about this in the last episode, it's like I have to go to extremes, and I love the fact
But
you're
you can't on the jabs.
doing all the yes, but I will if I start it, I'm on it for life. Then I'm on it for life.
Well, why is that different to being on on sertraline for life?
I mean, it's probably like in the same way where I don't know. I just feel like I need to do it without it. I need to prove to myself I can do it without it. But the problem is my body is not reacting in the same way.
But if somebody had like cancer and said, "I'm not doing chemotherapy. I'm going to fight this myself."
Yes, but it's not cancer, is it? It's about. It's
But
about,
it is. But
I am healthier than I've ever been. I'm
Totally,
stronger.
but you yourself-
I'm going to live for longer because of
Totally.
my
But if we
lifestyle.
talk about the
it is-
weight-
it is about how I look.
right. So if we talk about that,
Yeah.
and you do everything well. Yeah, you eat well, you do exercise, all the rest of it, and you're
Yeah.
still not at the weight you want.
Yeah.
That is not you. That is not you. That is maybe your age. Maybe it's portion. Maybe it's all sorts of things. Why not take the medication that will help you get to where you want to go?
Because of the reasons why I want to go there. Because that's
Right.
That
So
goes
that's
back-
okay. That's great. That's
So,
you being
do you know
honest.
what I mean? That's like,
That's
hold
you
on a
being
minute.
honest.
Like, this should be okay. My kids should see that this size, I'm healthy. They see my lifestyle. They see all that kind of thing. They know, that I'm
But it's
careful.
also okay if it's not okay.
Yeah, I know
This
what you're
is
saying,
the
but then
thing.
we're all just going to end up as these like skinny women walking
We're not all
around and that.
skinny.
But if everybody's going to go on it,
Then think about how much money the NHS is going to
that
save.
side of it I get. But what I'm saying is,
It's
isn't
only
there-
people who are ill, people with eating disorders, people who are super skinny who are on it. Like that is not okay. It's not okay. But if you and I understand, like what I'm saying
This is where the nuance comes in, and I get
this is where the nuance comes
right?
in. What
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm judging them for that. I'm not. Like if people are super skinny and they want to be on these drugs, like with respect, there's probably an illness there, right? There's something going on. But if you are feeling curvier, overweight, whatever, and you want to lose that weight, it is not. You're not a lazy person who dives headfirst into 6 bars of chocolate and a bottle of wine every night.
No.
It is not something that you are doing. It is the way our bodies are reacting to the ultra-processed foods that we've been putting into them for years. It's the way our bodies are reacting to hormones. And you get to a certain age and suddenly it is not as easy anymore. And I am sick and tired of women being made to feel like they have to be unhappy in their bodies. A, they're not allowed to say that they're unhappy. And B, they then have to stay with it because otherwise it's bad. I'm
But
not
that's
saying
not dealing
become
with the
Kate
root
Moss.
of why they're unhappy.
No, and
Do
that's
you see
your
what
job
I
when you're
mean?
on it. That's
Yeah.
the rehab part of it.
But
That's
it's-
what I do.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that going back to again what we have been? It's ingrained in us that this is
No,
how
because
you
you can
should
want
look.
to be slim for your health and to look nice in your own view without it being because you want to be Kate Moss.
I think the majority of people are not doing it because of their health.
I don't think it fucking matters. I think they can do it for whatever reason they want. If they're not ill and they're not abusing it and it is getting them into a place where they feel healthier and they look better and they feel better, why are we making people feel bad about this? Like, I get so angry about this. Get out of everybody else's fucking business. If people are not abusing it and they're not ill and they don't have an eating disorder and they are allowed to be happier because they are slimmer.
Yeah.
And they are allowed to be happier because they are wearing a smaller pair of jeans. It doesn't make them selfish, doesn't mean that they've been bullied into society. It means that they are allowed that. And I'm really, really passionate about this.
No, I know. I love it.
Because I'm sick, because I hear you with all love.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
hear
know.
you and I know you and I know how unhappy you are about your body.
I mean, I'm not that unhappy about it, but
Well,
like, it's something. But it's. I
you
think it's
talk-
just. I find
you
it
talk about it a
disheartening
lot.
because it's like, my God, you know, we know we get to this age where it's like, fuck, I can't eat what I wanted. Oh, I can't. Like, my stomach
Yeah.
doesn't react in the same way.
Exactly.
Like, yes, it is. So it is disheartening when you're like, oh my God, that's taken.
But that's your own fucking fault. The medication's there.
Listen, but I don't think I couldn't legally get it. You said that because we looked at it, didn't we? The height and working out the BMI. I couldn't get it anyway.
What was your BMI?
I can't remember now. It's numbers. You know what I'm like.
I
with
reckon
numbers.
if you're above 27, you can probably get it.
But and actually now it's not even a question of it's taking it away from diabetics or whatever.
No,
Now,
no,
you
there's
know,
so-
they're producing
I
it, so
tell you
it's
what,
not an issue.
like,
You know.
Whoever's making Mounjaro.
Oh my God, it's now
Listen.
worth more. I know Ozempic's worth more than Coca-Cola. It's worth. I mean, everyone's going to be on it. Everyone's going to be on it.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's going to make the global health of the
100%.
population
100%.
better.
100%. But this again, the nuance. That I'm so behind, but this I can only talk from my personal
Totally.
perspective, and that's what this is about. You're never
But
the
I
only one,
don't-
so I
I-
can't be the only one that feels like that.
I just think that you're overthinking it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I am overthinking it. Unfortunately, I'm
I'm just
thinking
gonna
about it every fucking morning.
Shall I
when
just
wake
stab you
up.
in your sleep?
Would you mind?
Nope.
Who is going to sit here and love you the way that I do, no matter how big or small you
But
are?
here's the thing, like I love you and I think you're beautiful. And as I said at the beginning, I saw you start bullet naked, she's got a cracking figure. It's not up to me to decide
Absolutely, I
whether
get it.
your figure's cracking
Yeah.
or whether I think you should want to lose weight or not.
Yeah,
It's not on me. It's up to you. And those reasons,
Yeah.
as long as you know that you're not going to be like an anorexic abuser, whatever. Oh God, I'm sorry to everybody who's anorexic. I'm not trying to make it sound like, I'm not trying to undermine it all. But like, it is not unhealthy or mentally ill of you
yeah.
to want to be a bit smaller.
No.
And even if you do want to do it because you've been conditioned by the 90s,
Yes.
even having an awareness of that
Yeah.
and keeping that in mind
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's the 15%. I know that's there.
Yeah. I mean, this goes back to the advice you're always giving me about kind of not my problem. But I think there's a part of me I probably get a bit riled when I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more.
So you're funny. You're one of two things. You're either like in everybody's business, making it your responsibility,
Yeah.
like to fix everything. And I'm like, it's none of your fucking business. No, but my mum said no. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's none of your fucking business. They're grown people. Like, let them fight it out. She's like, oh, but everybody's so. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck's sake, I can't keep saying
let
it.
Them. Yeah.
This is the other. We need to talk about that briefly
Yeah.
as well. Or
Yeah.
or you don't realise it's your problem. I'm like, that's not your problem.
It's so
This
true.
is your fucking problem.
It's so true.
I'm like, no, this is you.
Listen, we're running out of time. We said that I said it would be divisive, and I was right. Right, what are the emails? I'd love
Here we
to hear
go.
what people are saying about this.
So we've got emails from Sam. Oh, I forgot about this bit. Yeah, right. From Sam. Just saw your message on Insta about wanting feedback about weight loss jabs. My nurse told me she would like me to try them as I'm very overweight and a type 2 diabetic. I have fatty liver, so perfectly, obviously legit. Fatty liver, high blood pressure too, almost likely attributed to my weight. I was nervous, especially as some of the opinions of people are strong. I've seen I was nervous. Like, this woman is ill
Yeah.
and she's nervous.
Bless her.
It's not right. I've seen posts by friends slating them.
Oh,
So this
slating them.
So this embarrassed me. I feel that I am This is what makes me so
I know
mad.
this is going to make you mad.
And so
yeah.
I have only told a few people that I'm on them. I've heard from people who haven't even told their husband. I'm on Mounjaro. I managed to lose some weight before going onto the jabs, but now I've lost 5 stone in 9 months. My quality of life is better. I can walk my dog more, and that is life-changing, as I felt so guilty every day that I was struggling to walk her as far as I used to
But
be
this
able to.
is who it was made for.
Right, okay.
People like Sam. That's who it was made
but
for.
let's hang on. A few
And
weeks ago,
initially. So God, why is she feeling guilty? That's like.
but that's how far this has
But
gone.
that's because people are incensed by the people that are using it for reasons that aren't this.
Well, that's none of their
I
fucking
get.
business.
I agree with what you're saying.
I'm not shouting at you. I'm just
I know.
shouting at the concept.
I know.
She says, I've had such a positive time since starting the jabs. Hope this will continue. To be able to call my mum and tell her I'm not diabetic anymore was so amazing.
That's amazing.
My life's
Sam.
going the right way. I still have weight to lose, but I'm pleased and grateful to be on the jabs. P.S.
you.
I love you too so much. Cheer me up, no end. You talk perfect sense about most things.
No,
You make me laugh when you do funny things.
Most things.
Not all things. Hello, Kat and Emma. So happy you both are back. My mother has suffered with yo-yo dieting her whole life and has done every form of weight loss group and fad diet. A lifetime of this means she has terrible relationship with food. And I was raised to think that you are either being good on a diet or bad on a diet. We all were. I asked if I could look something up on her phone and saw that she'd been watching a video on YouTube about a woman and her Mounjaro journey. Since then, about 5 months has passed and my mum has lost around 6 stone. When staying with her one weekend, I saw buried within the bottom of her fridge were 2 Mounjaro injections. I don't have an issue with her being on the jabs. Good, because none of your fucking business. As I believe people need to realise. I believe the effects of those outweigh the lifetime of being obese. I believe if they can help stop the cravings and reduce the hunger for you to learn good food habits, then this should stop the yo-yo dieting. I am pro weight loss jabs. My mother, however, refuses to admit that she is on it. I'm not surprised. Everybody's so fucking mean about it. She will still order takeaways. Let her just have her thing. And eat terribly whilst boasting. None of your business. While boasting how she lost 3 pounds this week. I meant to cheer her up and applaud her hard work.
That doesn't bother you.
No, it's none of my business. People want to behave badly or make silly choices. Whatever. Fucking let them. It doesn't affect me.
I need this. I need to be more like
Who
this.
am I? I'm not God. Who am I to say that you shouldn't eat a takeaway?
Honestly, it's amazing.
Get so cross. Anyway.
Yeah.
What else does she say? 6 stone. She's not telling anybody. I believe. Hang on. I meant to cheer and applaud her hard work. Yeah, do you know what? Do it. How wonderful would she feel if you just went, good job, mum. You look great.
Good job for
Good job for making that choice.
Like what choice?
The Mounjaro choice. Taking
the
medication
takeaway.
for an illness that you have.
The takeaway.
Why can't she have a takeaway?
Because aren't you? Isn't it about retraining your brain? Isn't that what you're saying?
What if she decides to be on it for life and enjoy takeaway every Saturday?
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Right?
I know.
Fucking what's every problem? Yes, you are. Cheer up at hard work. You're not her fucking dietitian. When I asked her how she lost the weight, she said it was purely through counting calories. Well, now that's a lie. But again,
But you're okay
not
with
there,
that.
No, you're not there to take her inventory. So you just have to go, okay. You know you. It does frustrate me. I understand that. Like, I understand if somebody's lying to you. But also, why don't you just ask her? Why don't you just go, Mum, I found the pens. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm really happy to support you. You don't need to hide it from me.
My friend, her sister and husband have been doing like on a diet, like trying to lose some weight together, and
I can't think of anything worse than doing something like that with my husband.
I wish Johnny would do like healthy eating with me because it'd be so much easier than cooking like 3 different meals every night. But she
take the
was
fucking
like,
jabs.
I don't know why it is that he's like doing so much better than me, and then opened the glove compartment, and there was his prescription there in the glove compartment.
The
and
thing
she
is,
like,
I understand why people lie.
I mean,
I do
that's-
get it. We've talked a lot about it.
yeah, that's a betrayal, so it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, because of course they were doing it together. I understand why people lie. Yeah, that's fucking sly. I understand. I don't think that we can judge people for making that decision because the evidence suggests that people are unkind to people who are on it. People
Right.
decide that they can get into people's business and tell them that they should or shouldn't be on it.
But I just think, okay, sorry. I think if you're doing it to change your life for the better, this is just my opinion, to lose weight, to be healthier, to be around for your kids for longer, fucking go for it. That's amazing. But I just don't think.
Some people are more private though. Like it's with the anonymous stuff. Like some people never break their anonymity to anybody. You know, they're in the program for their whole life and their husbands don't know. You know, that's right for them. it's also okay for people to keep it a secret. Like if they don't want to tell their friends and family. I mean, it's not me.
Yeah, it's not their problem that it makes us feel like, like we're
So
not doing
we've
a good
got
job.
a couple of voice notes, and then Ben's getting itchy. He's getting itchy bumhole because he knows he's got somebody coming in and we aren't finishing. But I will do a couple of voice notes and then we'll fuck off. Right, Ben? Yeah. Good chat. Right, here we go. Because season 3, I should have been more prepared. Weight loss jabs, listener chat. Here we go.
Me again, sorry.
Oh.
The weight loss. Yeah, I am on Mounjaro, call it MJ. Been on it since January because my weight just went crazy, and best thing I've ever done. I've lost 2 stone in 6 months, and I feel so much better. Yes, I pay for it, which is
Good.
extortionate, but
Yes.
then I look at the price of what I was spending on food and shoveling into my gob, which,
Those hobnobs don't come cheap.
so feeling a lot better. Clothes are fitting a lot better. It's, some people love it, some people...
I'll come back to you in a minute. Clothes are fitting a lot better. That is
Yeah.
also a comfort thing
Oh,
as well.
lovely. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being
Those
able
jeans, not feeling like I'm wearing these jeans
That's
and
not
I'm
just
so
I
uncomfortable.
look great in these jeans. That's like I can actually wear jeans.
It sounds
comfortably.
dreamy.
Here we go.
Sounds
Hang on.
Hate it. I'm loving it.
Loving it.
I haven't got a bad word about it because I've had no side effects or anything, and I've been sensible, taking it very slowly. So it's not a quick fix. So I was going to say 6 months, 2 stone, and I was an absolute, big knickers pickers in the fridge constantly. So, yeah, there we go.
Big knickers pickers.
Amazing. So lots of as expected, Kat, because of there's a lot of people pro. I would have liked to have heard somebody putting their neck out a bit more, to be honest, which is ironic because people are not being like honest about it on social media because they're worried they're going to get trolled for it, whereas on here
because-
people
yeah,
aren't
but-
putting it out. They're not.
Rightly fucking so. Because it's people getting involved in other people's fucking business.
isn't
If
this
you
the
don't
point-
want to take
but
it,
this is the point of
don't
this-
fucking take it.
But the point of this podcast is about talking about your opinions on things and how you feel about things. So we have to
How you
have
feel
both
about
sides.
things for you. But if you're going to
Yeah.
come on here and start telling me who should and shouldn't take it,
Yeah.
fuck off.
No.
Not for you. No,
You don't want
none of
your-
your business.
Nobody's going to have, but they've got to be able to share their opinions on here openly.
Their opinion. No. When did it get said
Yeah.
that everybody has a right to say their opinions about everybody else whenever they want? No, you get to say an opinion about your own experience and your own feelings.
Okay.
You do not get to tell other people your opinions about their decisions. That is not a fucking given right. It's not a human right. That's being a cunt. I am so tired of this. Like, this is everything that's wrong with the fucking internet. I'm fuming. I'm going to stand
Get
up.
her a bucket of water. Right, listen.
I
okay.
am so cross.
All right.
Listen, I love everybody, but I will not fucking stand for people who think it is their right to tell somebody else what they think they should or shouldn't be doing. I am done.
But everybody has a right to their own opinion.
They can say what they think. If they go, I would never take it for me because of this. This is how I feel about it.
Yes. Okay.
If they start going, well, I saw Sally and she's a size 8 and she's on it, and well, none of your fucking business. I don't think doctors should be giving it to these people. None of your fucking business. I don't think that none of your fucking business. And I will think less of you.
So now we've got that cleared up.
I really needed that.
If you have any thoughts on
Am I wrong?
our topics,
Listen, I
shut
can
up, Kat. You've had your say. Send them our way. You can have your say too, believe it or not, if there's time on this
As
podcast.
long as you're not a cunt.
Perhaps.
I'll tell you, if I'm reading something out,
Yeah.
listening to it, I'll be like, none of your business.
Listen, I tell you what. If I offended you today, I don't give a fuck if you want to tell me.
Me neither.
You can have your opinion
Me
on
neither.
it. We'd love to hear from you. It can be a voice note, a DM. I don't care if you want to send us a video of you telling us in the form of interpretive dance. We are open to
I
it.
would really love that.
That would be great. We're not picky. We're
No dick pics, though,
slightly
please.
stressed out. We're just not picky. Oh, I'll take them as well.
Oh, God, send me a vagina pic.
I'll do that. I'll send you one.
Yeah,
Is that-
I want yours.
You actually want it?
She's got like...
Do you want it or a picture of it?
She's got like a picture to start with. Baby steps. She's got like fair, downy, like pubic hair. Like most of us look like it's Brian Blessed's beard if he spat on his finger and stuck it in a socket. Yours is like this
Wouldn't it be
down.
right?
It's like
we-
if there was an
Cat.
elf with curly hair. It would look like your pubic hair. Go on, spit it out. Go.
Why don't you give us the email?
Okay, yes. Right. So, tell us anything and everything. I'm always happy to be disagreed with. That's great. You're never the only one at gmail.com. It's YOURE. Or send us a message or a voice note on 07457 402 704 or DM us at Instagram at You're Never the Only One. And with that, we are done.
Got very heated in here.
Yeah, it did. I've had a moist top lip all day. We'll be back next week where Emma is going to be in the topical driving seat. What are you talking about?
We swapped things up a little bit here, didn't we?
We did.
I'm quite excited
That
about this.
first topic that we had wasn't great, was
I
it?
don't even know why we okayed that.
No, well, I didn't really want to, but I thought I don't want to hurt feelings.
Oh, well, that's just your opinion. You should
Yeah,
keep it to yourself.
that's what I did.
So,
That's exactly what I did. Proved my point perfectly. Never gonna win, never gonna win.
so hard. Okay. Next week, you're never the only one who has embarrassing losing their virginity story.
Listen, every time we do sex stories, it's brilliant.
Oh,
do you remember the
my
one
God.
where we lost it?
Oh, my.
I'm not going to spoil it here,
No.
but go back and listen to the
Embarrassing sex stories.
embarrassing sex stories previous
Yeah.
season.
We just want some of those. I was talking about the losing my virginity yesterday, and we thought this would be a good topic. But any kind of first sexual experiences,
Hand jobs,
yeah, exactly,
blowjobs.
yeah. A friend of mine,
oral,
that,
anal,
yeah, wow,
threesome.
ooh,
had
ever
one.
have you?
Yeah.
2 men, 2 girls.
2 girls, lots of coke.
On that note.
I think we should probably sign off. Bye. You're Never the Only One is written and presented by Kat Sims and Emma Nicolay and produced by Radiant Management. Executive producers are Katie Ray and Parami Kodikara. Podcast operations are managed by Shell Regini, who also expertly takes care of the podcast social media. And our theme tune, Everybody Makes Mistakes, is written and performed by the band Hot Salad.
Everything's okay. Picking up like everyone else each and every day. When it feels like there's nothing left for you to spend on you, you're allowed to be happy too.